Hi everybody. I wanted to bring this to you a day or two ago when it first came out, but it's as prevalent now as ever. A so-called militiaman in Oregon was arrested for supposedly stealing a federal work truck or something along those lines. I forget the major details, but I'll bring it to you in a second, so it really doesn't matter. There's a lot of speculation on the internet about this, and basically everybody doesn't really know who this guy was, and nobody's really releasing the name. So everybody kind of thinks he was a federal that kind of needed his cover, give up his cover. So they staged this. A federal takes care of a federal truck, so they just, call in a local and they do the whole thing, and he gets arrested, goes off. That's it. Also, he might have snitched and said, look, I will give you information, but you have to take me in. I don't feel safe. Okay. Well, any number of things is possible. I know you guys are going to say that the insiders aren't going to do that, but everybody's calling, not Amin, but the other guy, federal insider, so, and then he's one of the reasons that SWAT teams haven't really been on the ground yet. Any number of things is possible, folks. Police make first arrest of Bundy militia after they steal a federal vehicle. Bundy militia had yet another humiliating setback. One of the members was arrested while venturing into town for supplies in a stolen federal vehicle procured from the Malheur Wildlife Refuge, where the right-wing group had assembled extensive weaponry since January 3. First arrest of Bundy militia. 2 Fed vehicles from compound were driven to Safeway. Vehicles now impounded. So, you can believe what you want on this, folks. But the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding doesn't seem to lie about its intent. Now, you can say what you want about one thing or another, but if you're using vehicles that are on compound that you illegally are occupying, that's just dumb. Not even kidding. Not just saying it. It's just dumb. So, it could be any number of things, folks. I still hold out for the idea that the person who was driving was an undercover, and this was basically a way to get a stolen property to the police, and when they came out, the deal was arranged and they were arrested, all things considered, and they were done with their role. So that's kind of where I am. So anyways, the arrested member was identified by police as Kenneth Mettenbach, 62, Crescent, Oregon. According to Harney County Sheriff's Office, he was arrested for unauthorized use of a government vehicle after being spotted outside a Safeway, Burns, Oregon, 30 miles outside the occupied refuge. So this guy was way, way, way far away from that refuge, folks. He was a mile or two down the road. Probably nothing would have happened. I said, hey, return the vehicle. Okay, that would have been that. The idea that this guy took the vehicle 30 miles out means that he probably was returning it to somebody. There was another guy that was arrested in Arizona. He was one of the guys I believe they ousted, whom they found out had no prior service, no cooperation whatsoever with the militia groups. And he was one of the ones that were found to be undercover, I believe. And that guy was arrested in Arizona. in Maricopa County, Arizona, due to unrelated actions in Oregon. So this thing is starting to kind of get around, and one by one, they're going to pick these guys up. It's just a matter of time, folks. I support the standoff, not necessarily taking the federal property, and definitely not using the vehicles. The Bundy militia have been found very little support from the local people, with local ranchers, sheriff, and others. So, and according to this, folks, and this is actually kind of funny, is it down here at the bottom, it actually says that it's costing the state of Oregon an estimated $133,000 per day to keep this standoff going involving the Bundy militia at the Miller Ranch. And that's funny because Stephen Gatsby or Gatson or that judge basically quoted them at $60,000 to $75,000 a day, and this one's estimating it at $133,000 a day. Interesting how those numbers keep jumping up. Thank you.